Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of December 10th, 2023. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from a very chilly Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. Now, the last new moon of fall and 2023 is finally here. The new moon is on Tuesday, 12/12 at 3:32 a.m. Pacific, 6:42 Eastern, and it's full of positive vibes that help us end this year on a good note and give us an extra dose of optimism about next year. This new moon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius brings us joy and enthusiasm, and it has this really beautiful way of helping us envision the big picture and all the possibilities of our lives from the most optimistic viewpoint available. This new moon gets us excited about setting goals and the new opportunities that are coming. New moons are a time of possibilities and new beginnings, and when they're in Sagittarius, it helps us understand what we want on a soul level. This new moon is a time to look to the future and ask yourself, what's the best that could happen? This is not a moon to wonder if your intentions will manifest. It's a moon to wonder when. So allow yourself to get excited about what's next and about next year. Anything and everything is possible with the energy we're ending this year with. So Sag is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion. Jupiter also helps us recognize when we're not meeting our potential. So as you start thinking about your intentions for next year, ask yourself if they're big enough. This new moon encourages us to think and dream bigger and consider all the possibilities that may at one time seemed impossible. This is not the time to doubt yourself or place limits on what's possible. Because this new moon is square with Neptune in Pisces, we may have some ambiguous feelings about moving forward. We want to believe everything is possible, but do we really believe that, or is it just bullshit? So you may be wavering between believing and bullshit right now. So please choose to believe for the rest of the year. You can go back to bullshit next year if you want, but this is such a powerful time to set intentions that I don't want you to miss it. Just allow yourself to believe. The moon also forms a trine with our north node of destiny. Now, trines are good, and this one trine, our north node, aligns us with our soul's path. We are moving toward our destiny and our life purpose, another reason to allow yourself to believe. And the new moon also happens to fall on 12/12, which is the final numerology portal of the year. Every year on 12/12, an energetic portal or a gateway opens. And this gateway is aligned with the power of 12. In numerology, 12 is a master number about self-determination and the persistence to complete what you've started. This is exactly the type of energy we want when we're launching something new. And this year, the 12/12 portal will be at its maximum power because it coincides with the new moon. So if you've been looking for the perfect time to write out your New Year's intentions and resolutions, 12/12 at 12/12 is your chance. Actually, for the next 2 weeks, from the 12th to the 31st, the timing is perfect to get clear and set your intentions for next year. And one way to do that is with the 3-6-9 method. This is a quick and easy way to manifest. Just start by choosing a goal or feeling that you want to invite into your life. For example, I am confident, or I am successful, or I am wealthy. So write down your affirmation 3 times in the morning, 6 times throughout the day, and then 9 times right before bed to set your energy for the night. So doing this 369 practice every day until the end of the year is a great way to set your intentions before we start 2024. And of course, there's more. Less than 24 hours after the new moon, Mercury goes retrograde for the rest of the year. Now, Mercury retrograde always gets a bad rap, and yeah, sure, it can screw with communication and our travel and our technology. But this year, it's also our opportunity to get our life in order before the new year. We rethink, we redo, we review things during Mercury retrograde. This retrograde is here to help us tie up any loose ends and clear out what doesn't align with our 2024 intentions. It's also really great for checking things off your to-do list and getting everything wrapped up so we have a clean slate to start next year. Jupiter, the ruler of this moon, is also retrograde now. So with both Mercury and Jupiter retrograde, this new moon is the perfect time to take a deep look back into 2023. We want to look at what hasn't been working so we can do it differently, but also to think about what went right and all that we learned this year. This has been a year. Remember that retrograde summer and all the changes that brought? So take some time to reflect on how great this year has been. Now, Jupiter retrograde ends on New Year's Eve, and Mercury retrograde ends on New Year's Day. So we can use the next 3 weeks until they go direct to create our plan and get ready to start fresh at the beginning of the year. Whatever we dream up and the intentions we set under this new moon pick up steam shortly after those two planets go direct at the beginning of the year. The rest of December feels a lot like a summer Friday, or really any point in time just before a major event or vacation. I mean, how can we possibly concentrate or be expected to be productive when there's so much joyfulness and anticipation in the air? This great vibe is thanks to happy, abundance-loving Sagittarius season. And then next week we start grounded, tradition-loving Capricorn season, and we have the winter solstice. So thanks to Mercury and Jupiter retrograde, we get the rest of the month to chill out and enjoy this magical time. This is seriously the best timing of Mercury retrograde ever. So give yourself time to enjoy it. Curl up with your favorite book and some hot cocoa and just spend some downtime with your favorite people. This is I cannot believe I'm saying this, my 299th podcast. Next Sunday is number 300, and it will be an extended, extra long podcast about the winter solstice and, of course, Capricorn season. And talking about preparing for next year, my Astrology and Abundology package is now available. So you get an hour astrology reading with my favorite astrologer, Deborah Norton, and an hour spirit guide channeling and spiritual mentoring with me to get you ready for an abundant 2024. All of that, both readings for only $222. So I'll put a link in the show notes, and you can also go to my website, Abundology.com. And then there is only one spot left for a Montana spiritual retreat with me next year. I would love you to visit me for a life-changing retreat. Again, you can get more info, and there is a link in the show notes. So as always, for the 299th time, thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this podcast with a friend that may find value in it. Have a great week, a fabulous new moon, and I will see you next week for number 300.